Welcome students. After workability, we go for the next property, that is segregation of a concrete. So segregation is defined as the separation of ingredient of concrete. A good concrete is one which shows the uniform distribution of all ingredient of the concrete. If after mixing, the concrete shows the separation of the ingredients, like the cement paste is separating or the aggregate are separate from the concrete, and they are not uniformly mixed, and the mixture is not homogeneous, then we can say there is a segregation, that is the separation of the ingredient of the concrete. The good concrete is one which shows the uniform distribution, that is proportional distribution of all the ingredients, and having the uniform mixture is known as the good concrete. So it is about the segregation. Generally segregation is happen due to the improper mixing or the proportion and use of the extra water content or the extra water cement ratio. Sometimes due to the excess water, the cement paste is separate from the mix, and there is the separation of the cement paste and the aggregate. So care to be taken that the proportion and mixing will be proper to avoid the segregation. So the term segregation indicate the separation of the ingredients of the concrete. Next is types of segregation. There are certain types or the way by which the segregation happens. So first is the coarse aggregate are settled down in the concrete mix. So it is the one type of the segregation in which, due to the high density of the weight, the coarse aggregate, if there is mixing is not uniform, then they will separate or they settle down at the concrete mix, at the below or the bottom of the concrete mix. So this is the first way of the separation. Second, the cement paste separate from the coarse aggregate. That is the cement paste is having the lightweight, so it will be separate, or due to the liquid state, it will flow and it will separate from the coarse aggregate and the other aggregate of the concrete. Third is water separate from the other ingredients. Sometimes due to the excess water, if the water quantity is very high, then due to this, the water will be separate from the concrete mix or from all the ingredients. So these are the types or the ways by which the separation or the segregation of the aggregate is, concrete is happen. So this is about the types or the ways of the segregation. Next is causes of segregation of the concrete. There are certain causes or the certain factors which affect the segregation, or the due to which segregation of the concrete is occur. First is improper mixing and improper proportion of ingredient. So this is the one of the major factor, because the proper proportion of the ingredient is required to avoid the segregation. And the second one is the proper mixing, because even the improper mixing will affect the separation of the aggregate. That is the homogeneous mixing and the uniform mixing. If we done the uniform mixing, then it will minimize or avoid the segregation of the concrete. So the improper proportion, that is aggregate, sand, cement, etc. The ingredients proportion, improper proportion and improper mixing will affect the or cause the segregation of the concrete. Use of the high water cement ratio in a concrete. This is generally happens in the case of the concrete mixed at the site by unskilled worker. That is sometimes to increase the workability due to the high reinforcement in a member. So to reach the concrete to the bottom of the formwork, we sometimes the labors are increase the water cement ratio or increase the water quantity, so that they increase the workability. So due to this, there is a separation of the ingredients, that is aggregate will separate from the aggregate and the cement paste are separate from each other, and cement paste will be come at the top. So this is due to the use of the high water cement ratio. In this case, we have to maintain the water cement ratio and use the admixture to increase the workability. But sometimes at a site, the only water is increased to have the liquid concrete, so as to easy for the placing and compaction. So this is the second reason. Third is excessive vibration of the concrete with a mechanical needle vibrator. Make heavier particles settle at the bottom and lighter cement paste at the top. So due to the excess vibration, use of the due to the compaction, when the compaction is carried out on a site, then due to the excess compaction of the uh, concrete, the heavier particles like the aggregate will settle at the bottom, and the cement paste, which is lighter in a weight, it will come at the top. So the compaction will be done in a proper amount so that it will not causes the segregation of the ingredient of the concrete. Next, when concreting is done from the height, in case of underground foundation and the raft, which causes concrete to segregate. So sometimes we have to maintain the height of the fall or the height of the placing of the concrete. It is generally we have to place the concrete uh, maximum 1 meter height, because if we place the concrete from the higher height, then due to the different weight of the aggregate cement particles and cement paste, sorry, this will they will separate from each other, and the aggregate will settle down at the bottom and the cement paste will come at the top. So also in case of the pile foundation, we have to done the proper concreting, because if the pile is at a very high depth, then we have to done the proper mixing, because when we casting the pile and if the greater height is there, then aggregate will be settled at the bottom and the cement paste will be come at the top. So this is about the placing of the aggregate. So in practice, we have to place the aggregate at the lesser height as possible, and concrete as lesser height, and we avoid the placing of the concrete from the higher height, because it causes the segregation of the aggregate. It is about the causes. Next is method to avoid segregation of the concrete. First is proper proportion of the ingredient. So make a proper proportion of the ingredient so that it will have the proper mixing, proper proportion to avoid the excess quantity of the any ingredient or less quantity of any ingredient. So the proper quantity of ingredient will help us for the, or will it will avoid or it will minimize the segregation of the concrete. So the proper proportion of the ingredient is necessary. Next is proper mixing of ingredient. The ingredient should be mixed properly in 2 times in a dry condition and 2 times in a wet condition, because when we mixing is done properly, and then the aggregate cement sand particles are uniformly separated or uniformly distributed. So uniform distribution of the ingredient will minimize the segregation of the aggregate. So proper mixing has to be done on a site. If possible, we have to done the mixing by the mixers, because the mixing of concrete is done by the mixer is well mixing is done, and also it having the uniform distribution of the all ingredient. So use the mechanical mixer or the mixer available on a site. So it will avoid the segregation of the concrete. Limiting the height of fall which concrete is placed. So will not place the concrete from the higher height. That is at maximum from 1 meter height we can place the concrete. If there is a increase in the height of the placing of the concrete, or there is a on a site, if there is a greater, we have to place the concrete from a higher height, and we have to maintain some methods or allow some procedures so that the concrete will be placed from the low height, and it will not causes the segregation. So we have to place the concrete from the lesser height. Proper amount of compaction. So due to the compaction, there will not be any segregation will happen on the site. So to avoid this, or to we have to done the proper amount of the compaction. So avoid over compaction and also avoid low compaction. So proper amount of compaction will be useful or helpful to avoid the segregation. Taking proper precaution during the transportation of the concrete. In case of the RMC plant, when the transportation is done from the long distance, if there is a maximum time is required, then due to the during the transportation, the heavier particle like aggregate will be settled at the bottom, and if there is a setting is starting, though it will affect or it will causes the separation or the segregation of the aggregate. So during transportation, the proper care to be taken that there will not be setting or the segregation of the aggregate. So in case we have to use the transist mixer, which having the continuous mixing during the transportation with a small amount. So we have to done the proper, we have to take a proper care during the transportation of the concrete. So these are the methods to avoid segregation of the concrete. Next property, that is bleeding in a fresh concrete. Bleeding is one of the form of the segregation, but in bleeding, the water from the concrete comes out at the top surface of a concrete, which is also known as the water gain. So this is the property, or this is the term they indicate, in which the water which is mixed with the other ingredient will come out at the top surface, and it will known as the water grain. Along with water, certain quantity of the cement also come at the top surface, and it form a layer of a cement paste, which is known as the latence. It is happened generally in case of the slab. When the casting of the slab is done and the greater area is have to be casted into the concrete, and if there is a maximum water cement is used or water is used, then due to the excess water, the cement paste will become at the top. Along this water will become at the top along with the some cement paste, and this water or the is known as the water gain, and this water is also come with the certain quantity of the cement paste, and this separation or the segregation is also known as the latence. So when the concrete is set or the concrete is hardened, then sometimes we seen the some powder cement paste or the powder cement on the top surface of the slab. So it indicate the bleeding of the concrete. It is generally happen due to the when the larger area is to be covered or is to be casted by the concrete. So it is about the bleeding, that is the separation of the water along with the cement paste from the ingredient is known as the bleeding. Next method to avoid bleeding in a concrete. So we have to follow some points or the guidelines given. First is proper mix proportion, as it is the one of the segregation property or the type of the segregation. So to avoid any segregation, we have to maintain the proper mix proportion, and uniform mixing has to be done. Second, uniform as complete mixing, as earlier told, we have to done the proper mixing and complete mixing, 2 times dry mixing, 2 times wet mixing. Using admixture, so when generally the bleeding is happened due to the higher water cement ratio or the use of the higher quantity of the water. So to get a workable concrete, we have to increase the, sometimes on a site, the worker will increase the quantity of water. So to maintain the water cement ratio as per the mix and to get the required workability, we have to use the admixture. So due to the admixture, we can achieve the required workability and we can maintain the specific water cement ratio, and it will minimize the separation or the segregation of the ingredients. So use the proper admixture during the casting. Next is using proper water cement ratio. So use the proper water cement ratio, because if the water cement ratio is increases, then due to the vibration or due to the excess quantity of the water having the light weight, it will come at the top, and it will come with the cement, certain quantity of the cement paste. So use the proper water cement ratio. So it is about the methods to avoid bleeding in a concrete. Next is the effect of bleeding in a concrete. It is responsible for causing the permeability in a concrete. If there is a excess quantity of water and cement paste will be separate from the concrete, then there may be a formation of the voids, and it will lead to the permeability, increase in the permeability or causes the permeability of the concrete. That is the leakage problems. In the process of bleeding, some water get accumulated below the aggregate. This accumulation of the water creates the water voids and reduces the bond between the aggregate and the cement paste. So the strength of concrete is reduced. So due to the bleeding, there is a formation of the voids because the water will come out from the concrete, and it will having the effect like the voids will be forms in the concrete. So due to voids, there is a decrease in the strength of the concrete. Next is the water will accumulate below the reinforcement bar, particularly below the cranked bars, reduces the bond between the reinforcement and the concrete. So when the water will separate from the ingredient and it will forms along the reinforcing bar, then it will reduces the bond between the reinforcement and the concrete. Next, in pavement construction, bleeding water delays surface finishing and application of the curing compound. So in case of the road work, if we having the greater quantity of the water and it will come at the top, then it will difficult to finish the surface. Also in case of the slab, if there is a maximum bleeding is occur or the cement paste will come at the top, then it is very difficult to finish it. And second, it will not set in proper time, and the road pavement will have to be allowed as early as possible for the traffic. And also in case of the where the we have to use some curing compound, because sometimes there is a area where the water is not available for the curing, so we have to place some curing compound on the concrete surface so that it will cure with the water which will be added during the mixing only. So to apply this curing compounds on a surface, it will delay due to the excess water cement into the or cement paste into the concrete. So these are the effect of the bleeding in a concrete. Next is compressive strength of the concrete. It is also the property of the hardened concrete. So the compressive strength of the concrete is given in terms of the compressive strength of 150 mm size cube tested at 28 days as per the Indian standard. That is, we have to make the concrete cube of 150 by 150 by 150 mm, having the surface area 150 by 150, and it will be tested in a CTM or the UTM, that is compression testing machine or universal testing machine, after 28 days curing, and the strength of this block will indicate the strength of the concrete. First is the compressive stress is or the compressive strength is tested by the casting cube of a concrete of 50 mm side in standard cube mold. So we have to check the compressive stress or strength of the concrete by making the cube of 150 mm dimensions. Strength at 3 days, 7 days and 28 days are tested. So when we have to check the strength of the concrete, we have to check it for the 3 days, 7 days and 28 days. The 28 day strength gives the compressive strength of the concrete. That is, after 28 days, if we tested the block, then the load carrying capacity or the strength of the concrete will indicate the compressive strength of the concrete. But the 3-day and 7-day strength indicate the rate of hardening. So we take the 3-day and 7-day strength, we check the rate of hardening or the rate of hydration of the concrete. So it will useful for the deciding the time of removal of the formwork. But we have to take the compressive strength of the concrete. That is the strength of the concrete after 28 days curing completed. So this is about the compressive strength of the concrete. These are the some tables, or the tables are given to calculate or to determine the compressive strength. We have to take the cube, that is age of the cube means the curing time 3 days, 7 days, 20 days. We have to take the 3 sample for each. Then we have to take the load in Newton. Then compressive strength, that is load upon area. Area is given, top area 150 by, that is 150 top surface area is given. We have to take the load in a Newton. Then load upon area will give the compressive strength. And the average compressive strength of the 3 blocks of each of the days or each of the curing time, it will give the strength of the that concrete after 3 days, after 7 days and after 28 days. So we have to take the 3 sample for each observation. For 3 days 3, then we have to take the average of the 3 year. For 7 days we have to take the 3 calculation, 3 sample, then we have to take the average. So for each observation we have to take the 3 samples. It will be discussed in details in a topic that is concrete mix and testing of a concrete. Okay. The next property is impermeability of a concrete. The resistance to the leakage of the water from the concrete is known as the impermeability. Impermeability can be achieved by using the proper water cement ratio, by using good quantity of ingredient, by using or by uniform compaction, by using the admixture. Impermeability is nothing but the leakage of the water from the concrete. So it will having the effect on the strength and also causes the corrosion of the reinforcement. So we have to minimize the leakage, or we have to make a concrete impermeable to avoid the leakage from the concrete. So to have the concrete impermeable, we have to we have to follow some guidelines, that is proper use of the proper water cement ratio, use of the good quality of the ingredient rather than quantity. We have to take the quality of the ingredient. By uniform compaction, that is we have to done the uniform compaction. By using the admixture, the waterproofing admixtures are available in on the market, so we have to use it during the casting of the concrete, which is subjected to the water or the subjected to the contact with the rainwater, like a slab or the in case of the water tank. So we have to use the admixture. And for impermeability of the concrete, we have to maintain the proper mixing, proper compaction and proper curing of the concrete. And we have to use the proper type of the cement with having the medium or the low heat of hydration, because when we use the concrete cement with the high heat of hydration or high rate of hydration, then it will require the proper curing, and may it will causes the some cracks. So to avoid this, we have to use the proper type of the ingredient, the quality of the aggregate, etc. And we have to done uniform mixing compaction and use the proper admixtures. Next property is elastic properties of the concrete. In that, first is modulus of elasticity. It is defined as the ratio of compressive stress to the strain of the concrete. The modulus of elasticity for concrete is taken as 2 into 10 raised to 5 kg per centimeter square to 5 into 10 raised to 5 kg per centimeter square. So it is one of the property of the concrete. That is the in the MOS, mechanics of structure, we studied about the modulus of elasticity. It is ratio of stress upon strain. Same, the stress of the concrete, that is compressive stress, to the strain of the concrete is known as the modulus of elasticity of a concrete, and the value is in between 2 into 10 raised to 5 to 5 into 10 raised to 5 kg per centimeter square. So it is general property. We have to only study for the study included. It will not having any practical or the determination of the elastic property. The only point is covered in the syllabus. Next is the creep. It is defined as a permanent deformation due to the continuous loading over the long period of the time. Creep is nothing but when any member is subjected to the heavier load for the long time, then it will have the some deformation, and this deformation or the deflection due to the continuous loading over long time is known as the creep. Factor affecting creep, that is quality of aggregate, mixed proportion, and age of the concrete. The age of the concrete will having the more effect on the creep, because as the concrete age increases, sometimes there may be a decrease in strength due to the increase in age of the concrete, or after the time limit, the concrete will having the cracks, or it will having the low strength. So due to the decrease in the strength, it will show the deformation, and due to the continuous loading, there may be the deflection of the some members. So age of the concrete will affect the more on a creep, or the creep, or the it depends upon creep is depends upon the age of the concrete. Generally, the deformation is due to the long-term loading, like any structural member, like we can place heavier load of the machines or the equipment on any structural member for the long time duration, then due to the this type of the machine, or sometime due to the vibrations of the equipment or the machine, the member or the structural element will shows the deflection or the deformation, that is the bending. So this is known as the creep. Next is shrinkage. Shrinkage means change in the volume of a concrete. In a plastic stage, shrinkage occurs due to the loss of the water. Shrinkage also occurs due to the hydration reaction. Shrinkage can be reduced by proper mix design and use of the optimum water cement ratio. Shrinkage is nothing but the change in volume of the concrete. In a liquid state or in a plastic state, it will occur, that is change in volume is occur due to the loss of the water. And also the shrinkage will occur due to the hydration reaction between the cement and the water. We have to minimize the shrinkage, or one can minimize the shrinkage by proper mix design and use of the optimum water cement ratio. The shrinkage is not harmful when it is free shrinkage, or it will not prevented by the any means. That is, if the shrinkage or the change in volume of the member is prevented, or the resistance is provided, then it will cause the cracks. If it will not having any resistance, then the free shrinkage, if the concrete is free to expand or the contract, then it will not causes the any effect on the properties or the strength. But if expansion and the contraction of the concrete or the change in volume of the concrete is prevented, then it will have the formation of the some cracks, or it will affect on the properties or the strength of the concrete. Factor affecting shrinkage, that is the rate of hardening of concrete, that is rate of hydration, and second is water cement ratio. So it is about the properties of the concrete. So it is all about the topic number 3, that is concrete. So with these points, we complete this topic concrete. So hope you understand all the points and all the steps. This topic is not included a large number of the test or the practicals. So it is depend totally theoretical topics. So we have to understand the concepts only, and it is easy to understand us. If we can possible, if we visit on a site, then we can understand the terms like the segregation or the workability. So when we perform the practicals like workability of concrete by slump cone test or compaction factor, then we can having the total explanation about the workability and the separation of the or the segregation of the aggregate. So it is all about the topic concrete. Thank you very much joining with us. Thank you.